Welcome back to Pepe La View. You are watching R&B Divas over here. Oh, wow. Hey, the last video, Jennifer Holliday came up, and I'm just feeling like talking about Jennifer Holliday. As I said, I have a whole lot of R&B Divas I want to talk about, but it's all about a feel. I got to be in that feel. I got to be in that mood, and I'm in that Jennifer Holliday mood. Oh, wow. I chose this particular album, On Your Side, is because this is when I am introduced to Jennifer Holliday. Of course, I am very well aware of the song, And I Am Telling You. I am. I've always been aware of that song, but only that song. And I also have been aware, even before this, that Jennifer Holliday was, of course, a part of Dreamgirls, so on and so forth. We might talk about that just a little bit. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do in this 30-minute video. But to me, Jennifer Holliday, is it personality or her determination, her will, is probably just as big and powerful as her voice. And I've always admired her strength since being introduced to her with this album, I'm On Your Side. It's no secret, right? It's no secret that Jennifer Holliday has been a particular size her, entire life. It's no secret, right? It's no secret she's also discussed her size. And during this time in her life, from my understanding, the story goes, is that Jennifer Holliday was asked to attend an event. And of course, if you're attending an event, you want to look for a particular, clothing, so on and so forth. And I think the dress that she chose or wanted to wear, she couldn't fit into it, which sparked her to go like, I think I need to lose weight. Now, that's from my understanding. I could be wrong. Keep in mind, if I'm not mistaken, that when Jennifer Holliday lost the weight and she appeared, here, and this is not I think this is the I'm On Your Side single picture. The album picture is different. Anywho, I think Clive Davis still has signed her at that size that she was. And again, attending the event made her want to lose the weight. I don't think she intentionally lost the weight to be, to fit in, if you will. I'm not quite sure if Jennifer Holliday ever discussed that she was ever uncomfortable with her size. As a matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, and I know I keep saying that because I want to let you know that, I'm not quite sure, is that some people were saying don't lose the weight. Why? Well, they thought she'll lose her voice. She wouldn't sing the same way. She's been known for singing, was one of the reasons why some people just said, hey, don't lose it. So when I think about Jennifer Holliday prior to this, again, for those of you who like Jennifer Hudson, it's what it is. And if you like Jennifer Hudson's version of And I Am Telling You, that's fine. My aunt and I go back and forth about it. And I say I like Jennifer Holliday's And I'm Telling You. It could be because I'm loyal, because I know, I'm an R&B diva fan, and she's definitely, an R&B diva of the 80s. It could be that. Or it could be that Jennifer J. Hood just comes up short to me when coming to being compared to Jennifer Holliday. But I will say this. When it comes to the integrity of the song and the interpretation of the song, so on and so forth, J. Hood is no slouch. Like, I can listen to her version and be like, oh, okay, you did it. But when I want to hear it, I'm listening to Jennifer Holliday's version. So from my understanding, when Jennifer Holliday came into the Dreamgirl production. Let's just say, Effie. Now, I want people to understand, from my understanding, Effie's character was just not, her character was not going to return. That was it. Like, once she sung, she was out of there. Like, she was gone. And Jennifer Holliday fought for her, saying, like, wait a minute. No, she doesn't need to leave like this. Like, she needs to come back. All right. And, well, let's just say there was finally a meeting of the minds, and she returned, like in the play, in the Dreamgirls production play. Jennifer Holliday's character, Effie, returns. We're going to leave it there. All right. And I told you, I am focusing on Jennifer Holliday's, determination. And so Jennifer Holliday has to be in her early 20s during this time. And I think it says a lot about her, because she's even in her early 20s saying what she will and what she won't put up with, right? And then she goes throughout her career, and she wins the Grammy Award, right, for And I Am Telling You. And I think the record goes to #1 on the R&B charts for sure, right? So the record is all over the place. Jennifer Holliday is all over the place, so on and so forth. Now, while Jennifer Holliday is a big star during this time, here's another thing that is affecting Jennifer Holliday's career. And the record companies pretty much were like in her face about it. We're not promoting your music because, well, we can't promote you. We can't, market you. You're overweight, so on and so forth. We're not doing any videos. We're not doing any of those. And I mean, they were adamant about it. So when I hear certain songs by Jennifer Holliday, previous to I'm on Your Side, I go like, that's a shame that record wasn't such a success, because there's some great songs on that album. So it's such a shame that she wasn't promoted the way she needed to be, when everybody knows Dreamgirls for the most part. Like, she is definitely, making the rounds, promoting the play. So, and you mean to tell me that you guys still are not going to promote her? Isn't that interesting still about the depth of her career and her talent, though, and how much she's loved by media and the public alike? Because, again, everybody is pretty much embracing her for the most part. And it's also sad to see that even though, Dreamgirls is a success, what is her name? Loretta Devine and Shirley Ralph and Jennifer Holliday, there's a split between them, especially her and Cheryl Ralph, and they since made amends and apologized about it. And Jennifer Holliday has pretty much came out and said, well, from my understanding, allegedly, Jennifer Holliday suffers from, she's bipolar. That's what she said was the reason for her behavior back then. But she also had some assistance with that behavior and being difficult in a diva, because, again, Jennifer was told that she was being, what's the word I'm looking for? Wooed, if you will, like the director or, the person in charge of the show, running the show, pretty much, made it a divide by treating her better than the other ladies, Shirley Ralph and Loretta Devine, giving her gifts, so on and so forth. And anything can cause tension between anyone when you're doing things like that. Jennifer Holliday has discussed that. So while she's being wooed and being, singled out, as far as singled out being the breakout star in Dreamgirls, she's not getting that treatment when it's time for her to be a recording artist. It's different. Isn't that interesting? Like, we can market you as a dream girl, but we can't market you as an R&B diva. Ooh. And so Jennifer Holliday goes through her career, pretty much dealing with that. Check Jennifer Holliday out. She talks about this, I'm just giving my, commentary points of view about an R&B diva I love. So when I first heard Jennifer Holliday sing I'm on Your Side, she's another one of those ladies who I was just instantly addicted to. So when I found out that this was the diva who was, the one who's responsible for making the I'm on Your Side song such a big hit, I was definitely wanting to check this lady out. So she emerged in 1991 with I'm on Your Side on Arista Records, Clive Davis in 1991. Now, remember, I just told you about the year 1991 and how something just wasn't connecting, not even for an R&B diva of Jennifer Holliday's magnitude, right? Because this diva here should have continued to stay at Arista Records. Why did she not put out another record for Clive, right? Now, you have to also understand what's going on with Clive Davis at this time that a lot of people probably don't want to talk about. Okay. And if I'm not mistaken, okay, I think this particular group was signed to Arista Records. Okay, and it's not funny, but, it's one of those things in music that you want to go like, did that really happen? And what happened, in music? Well, what happened in music was definitely the Milli Vanilli fiasco, which was around 1989, 1990, right? Something that Clive Davis probably wants to never talk about. So Milli Vanilli, if you guys are not aware, Milli Vanilli came onto the scene. We loved Milli Vanilli, right? Girl, you know it's true, blame it on the rain. And well, I think they were from Germany. And these guys, is it Rob and Fab? I'm not really thinking about that, but let's just say their names are Rob and Fab, two guys. And well, long story short, they went in and they recorded music and their voice was not the voice singing. When it finally came out that it wasn't them recording, they were actually doing a show, a live show, singing onto a track, and they were pretending to sing and the track got stuck. Like it was kind of going on like, blame it, blame it, blame it, blame it, like blame it on the rain, like it kept getting stuck. So if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong. I think the guys kind of like gave up, or was embarrassed and they ran off the stage. Like that doesn't make any sense. I mean, if the track is stuck, the track is stuck. If you're singing a track and other artists sing a track, I don't understand the level of professionalism, why they didn't just get it together and just say, hey, Madonna and Janet Jackson been singing on tracks for years. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure Beyonce sings a track during her concert. I'm just saying, it's just what it is. So I just don't understand why they ran off the stage. So the point that I'm trying to make with this is that Clive Davis is dealing with this. This is on Arista Records. They had to turn in their Grammys and all of that stuff because, of course, the Grammy says you have to be the performer of this particular work, which reminds me that if I'm talking about Jennifer Holliday from 1991, and then I went over and to start talking about Jennifer Holliday now, and I bring up Milli Vanilli, I think I want to talk about Martha Wash next, just because of the, using your voice. Was that really you singing or not? I have an opinion about that when it comes to Martha Wash. Oh gosh, I don't believe I'm gonna bring a video up about it though. But anyway, moving right along. So Jennifer Holliday is in this particular point in her career where her career should really and truly like go, right? I mean, she's lost weight, right? And she's on Arista Record. I'm on Your Side. It seems like Clive Davis is really thinking about this, and how he's producing or how he's packaging her and presenting material to her. Because again, I'm on Your Side. You know, there was another diva on Arista Records who recorded that record first, back in the early 80s. Angela Bofield. Right? So she sings it, and she sings it. I'm on Your Side. So when I see this album, and I purchased it, like, this is an album that I purchased myself. Like, I didn't get it out of the, the little magazine with the penny, and you hit the penny. I didn't get it out of that, and I didn't ask my mother or anybody, to give me the money, so on and so forth, to buy it up. Like, this is something I purchased. And I thought it was really and truly a decent effort. I do. My favorite song on the album would have to be, it depends on the mood I'm in. I like It's In There. Ashford and Simpson wrote a song. They could have produced it too. I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken, I know they wrote it for sure. It's called It's In There. And it is definitely a great song. They could have produced it as well. I like it. Then you have another song on there called More and More. Love that one as well. It was definitely a well put together packaged album to me, to the point where it wasn't, you didn't have any misses. As a matter of fact, it looked like he went down the Whitney Houston route with a song called A Dream with Your Name on it, because you have to keep in mind that, Whitney Houston is also known for singing the encouraging song like One Moment in Time, Greatest Love of All, these songs that have these, make this world a better place type themes to them. So with her singing a song called A Dream with Your Name on it, it just seemed like he was definitely trying to capture something with her, and he wasn't trying to make her, I don't think he was trying to make her a pop star, but he was definitely trying to give her material between pop and R&B. Like, it just kind of stayed in the middle of the road. There you go, middle of the road. Like, yeah, this could be for pop audiences. Yes, this could be for R&B audiences, so on and so forth. But unfortunately, the record, I don't think, did as well as it should have done for Jennifer Holliday. Like, this record should have been the one that really and truly made everything just kind of fit well for her. But it did not. Now, what was I about to say? So now we have, and I'm talking about Jennifer Holliday from, like I said, that resilient point of view. So after this happens, I'm going to assume she's dropped from the label. That's what I'm assuming, because she didn't record another record. I don't know if it was just a one album contract for her or whatever, but she's, she doesn't come back with another record. And from my understanding, she loses the weight, she has a new record out, and she gets married. Something happened with that marriage. It ended very quickly. As a matter of fact, Jennifer Holliday sings her version of I'm on Your Side live. Her video is a live recording. So if you go check out her video for I'm on Your Side, she's definitely singing it live. Okay. And I think the gentleman in the video, when she turns over to look at him, is the guy she married. It just didn't work out. We're going to leave it at that. Let Jennifer talk about that. So then, if I'm not mistaken, she goes through some financial difficulties, and then she shows up with another record called On, and it is a gospel record. Oh my gosh, I love On and On. If you have not listened to Jennifer Holliday's album, On and On, the gospel album, oh my gosh, please do. Like, she acts a fool. Like, she pulls no punches. Like, her voice, which was kind of like tamed on this project, She's letting you have it on and on, especially with a song called what's the name of that song? It Is Well With My Soul. That's my record. If I don't play any other song on that album, for sure I'm playing It As Well With My Soul. But it's definitely an album you can play from beginning to the end. Twinkle Clark of the Clark Sisters shows up on that record. Oh my gosh, like I was about to say Richard Smallwood. Richard Smallwood doesn't show up on and on, does he? Does Richard Smallwood have? Oh, and I don't want to go and get my I don't want to go get my album real quick. I don't want to do that, but it's literally over there somewhere. Like right there. I have to reach down in the crate and get it. But anyway, who else? Who's on there? Twinkie Clark of the Clark Sisters. She writes a song on there called Think. In spite of it all, you have, is it Walter Hawkins, Edwin Hawkins? One of the Hawkins. I think it's a song called Let Jesus Love You. I want to say Richard Smallwood writes a song on that record. I can't quite remember all of them. Twinkie Clark, Diane Warren writes a song on there, Diane Warren. But anyway, it's a great record, okay? And she goes back to what you call those financial difficulties. She talks about it in the song, and she's testifying in It Is Well With My Soul. She talks about all the setbacks and the trials that she's had and how she's, letting you know I'm hitting the devil 3 times. I'm hitting him 1 time for the Father, 1 time for the Son, and 1 time for the Holy Ghost. Check it out. It's well with my soul, And so that's what I want to talk about. I did all this just to get to this point, the rest of the 6 minutes in this video, or 8 or so minutes in this video, is that Jennifer Holliday seems to have her ups and her downs. Some could say she had more downs than ups. However, she is a lady I admire for her strong will, her determination, her tenacity, her ability to continue. Her she's transparent. She believes God. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a take no prisoner approach, to life. It's like, it is what it is, so to speak. Like, she every time she resurfaces, you know that her being where she is, like, there is definitely a test in her testimony, and I just feel like she is an R&B diva who hadn't gotten her just due, like in music. And I think, and of course, I was very disappointed how they handled her with Dreamgirls. She was very vocal about it, probably continues to be vocal about it. Her handling of Dreamgirls. See, here's the thing that I kind of dislike, so to speak, when it comes to any legend in the business. And I want to talk about that too, that word. But anyone who has longevity in the business, anyone who is known for a particular song, movie role, movie, or what have you. There was no reason why Jennifer Holliday could not have shown up in Dreamgirls. I was very disappointed to see Loretta Devine in Dreamgirls, but not disappointed as in, oh, well, she's there. I was disappointed because if you're going to get a dream girl, you You didn't even get Shirley Ralph. And here is what I'm going to say when it comes to Loretta Devine. If I'm not mistaken, I think Loretta Devine has said this before. I think Loretta, people would ask her, was it her? I want to make sure. Let me not say that. I could be misquoted. Let me not say that. I'm thinking of another lady. Isn't Loretta Devine? I think it's Loretta Devine. I think Loretta Devine once said the reason why she's in a lot of movies that she's in is because she's not afraid. She's not. How I want to say it? She doesn't feel a certain kind of way about being called in for to do a second go at it, like a second, like if they need a second callback, a third callback, a fourth callback. Like, if I'm not mistaken, Loretta Devine has said that I guess she'll continue to go to a callback until, they have gotten who they want for that particular role. And what I find with Loretta Devine when it came to Dreamgirls, I don't think she was a threat. Loretta Devine. Because when you think about it, she does look like she's kind of Loretta Devine is easygoing. She's not rocking boats, if you will, so on and so forth. Now, we already know, even with that Super Bowl performance, Shirley Ralph is definitely a diva. Do you understand what I'm saying? And she has no problem with telling you what she does and what she doesn't like. You can just look at Shirley Ralph and just get that demeanor, like you're going to handle me a certain kind of way. All right. Jennifer Holliday, of course, comes off the same way. And what I feel about Jennifer Holliday is that I think those two was going to rock the boat. I think that Jennifer Holliday and Shirley Ralph were definitely going to upstage the other ladies in the Dreamgirl cast, the actual movie, just by being there, period. I mean, think about it. You have Jennifer Holliday there who has made a hit out of and I'm telling you, like, that's her career. Like, that's Jennifer Holliday's career song. Like, she will forever work a day in her life just off that one song, period. Somebody's inviting her somewhere to sing that song. It doesn't matter. And I don't even know how much she charges people to, for her, but I would charge them out the frame. I would never, ever really and truly, I would never have financial difficulties knowing that song will always be requested, from me. You will pay me. So anyway, I'm saying all that to say that you have Jennifer Hudson, who's trying to make a career for herself. You have Beyonce, who's trying to make a career for herself, and all other people in there. And to get that Jennifer Holliday comparison on any level is a threat. Well, why do you bring that up? Because I think about the same thing when it came to Wonder Woman. I was very disappointed when I didn't see Linda Carter in Wonder Woman at all. Like, I still think Linda Carter should have played the mother. I do. Linda Carter should have been in Wonder Woman. She should have been the mom. Jennifer Holliday should have had a role in it. But then again, there you go. Like, that's just me. It's what it is. That's how I feel, about the role. Hmm. And on that note, I've approached the 30-minute mark. And I'm trying to think, is there anything else that I want to say? Because, I don't really tackle things the way I think I'm going to. She has a new song out that I like, by the way. I think it's called So in Love. I like it. It's always a wonderful feeling and a refreshing feeling to see, when your favorite R&B diva release new music. It's always, especially when they're releasing it and they're the underdog in a particular situation. Makes me want to support her even more. Yeah. Hmm. I'm just thinking, you know how I get over here by now. You should be used to me by now. Those pauses says a lot. When I pause, trust me, that's your opportunity. Let me get in and put in a comment real quick. Yes, R&B diva Jennifer Holliday, I'm on your side. Wherever she is, check her out. Go see her perform. Yeah, definitely check out those two albums, On and I'm on Your Side. You won't be disappointed. And continue to put your behind where your heart desires to be. And remember, I love you, but God loves you best. Yes. Make sure you tell somebody that you love them today. And also, I'm looking forward to seeing your next video. And until then, you know what I want you to do. I also want you to take care of yourselves.